That's the sound of what we believe to be the best fighter aircraft of World War II. Stick around to the end and see which one. The British-made Supermarine Spitfire. This beautiful aircraft was known for its incredible speed and manoeuvrability. It's how the Royal Air Force fought Germany's V-1 rockets, intercepting more than 300 of them before they could hit their targets. The Spitfire is probably the most famous aircraft from World War II. It was the king of low altitudes. It will be known forever as the plane that turned the tide in the Battle of Britain. The Spitfire caused the German bombers to stay at lower altitudes, which was not ideal for their fighter escorts, but it was perfect for the Spitfire. In the Battle of Britain, the Spitfire gained fame by having the highest victory-to-loss ratio among British aircraft. The German-made Messerschmitt BF109. The Luftwaffe used this plane in combat throughout the war. Looking at aviation history, you'll see that the 109 was one of the best planes of all time. It even rivaled the British Spitfire. No other fighter could even touch it at high altitudes. It included features such as a retractable landing gear, all-metal construction and closed canopy. The original plan for the 109 was for it to be an interceptor, but several variants were created for a number of different tasks. The 109 was the most produced fighter in history. They produced a total of 33,984 between 1936 and 1945. The Japanese-made Mitsubishi A6M Zero. When the Zero was first introduced into the war, it was considered the absolute standard in carrier-based fighters, combining both long range and manoeuvrability. Its ability to outmaneuver the Allied planes caused it to be widely feared in dogfights. But by 1943, Allies had introduced better fighters which could compete with the Zero. In the later years, the Zero was used by Japanese pilots for kamikaze missions. The Russian-made Yakovlev Yak-9. The Yak was considered to be one of the lightest and smallest aircraft to be used during World War II. It provided excellent performance due to its high power-to-weight ratio. It was easy to fly and incredibly manoeuvrable. Their main use was as tactical fighters engaging in dogfights in lower altitudes, but it had a number of variants, which were also very effective against ground targets. The American-made Vought F4U Corsair. We believe this to be the all-round best fighter aircraft of World War II. The Corsair boasted an incredible 11-to-1 kill ratio. The Japanese nicknamed it the Whistling Death due to the distinct engine noise. US pilots found that the Corsair at last gave them superiority over the Zero. The Corsair was much faster than the Zero, had a better roll rate, and could easily dive away to safety when necessary. Post-war interviews with Japanese fighter pilots claimed the Corsair to be the best all-round American fighter they had come up against. As always guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a thumbs up.